Well, the note is trying to advance political unity. The note is trying to advance political inclusion. That whosoever is the president of Nigeria is the president of everybody. You're not the president for the North, you're not president for the South, you're not president for Igbo or for Yoruba or for Hausa or for Fulani, you're the president of every Nigerian citizen. That's what North want to advance, and that's what we believe in. Unlike today, for Tinubu's administration, he has proven to be anti-North, anti-poor man. And look at the budget and go through the budget lines of the Ministry of Works, for example. You put up a project of 13 trillion naira in one place. What did you put in the entire North? Next to nothing. How do you...
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, something big is about to shake Nigerian politics, and it is coming from the North. Northern leaders are fuming right now after giving President Tinubu a massive 63% of their vote. They say they have been used and dumped, and now they are coming together to remove him in 2027. One powerful Northern voice didn't hold back. He said they not believed in fairness, that the president should work for every Nigerian, not just one part of the country. But what they are seeing now, he said Tinubu's government is acting anti-North, anti-poor and anti-ordinary Nigerian. He pointed to the budget, over 13 trillion pumped into just one region. But for the entire North, almost nothing. He said people are suffering, insecurity is worse than ever, and the region has been left behind. He asked, how do you run a country like this and expect peace? Now, here is a part that is making waves. He said, we are not taking it anymore. Arewa is building a strong coalition. In 2027, we will unseat Tinubu. That is a serious declaration. This isn't just political noise. This is a full-blown warning from the core North. Another top Northern figure confirmed the same thing. He shared how he had to abandon his flight and travel by road from Abuja to Kano. And what he saw? Hell on the highway. The roads were terrible, abandoned, and dangerous. He said, we support development everywhere, but not when federal government resources are going mostly to one region, while others are forgotten. According to him, if Tinubu doesn't fix this, the North will not wait quietly. They will act. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
Well, the North is trying to advance political unity. The North is trying to advance political inclusion. That whosoever is the president of Nigeria is the president of everybody. You're not the president for the North, you're not president for the South, you're not president for Igbo or for Yoruba or for Hausa or for Fulani, you're the president of every Nigerian citizen. That's what North want to advance, and that's what we believe in. Unlike today, for Tinubu's administration, he has proven to be anti-North, anti-poor man. And look at the budget and go through the budget lines of the Ministry of Works, for example. You put up a project of 13 trillion naira in one place. What did you put in the entire North? Next to nothing. How do you run a country like that? And how do you want people to be happy? You see, the fact that someone lives in suspicion, someone live in fear, it is enough to stop him from going to bed. Suspicion is enough. And look at the insecurity in the North today. The resurgence of insecurity. It is so bad. So the North is trying to bring up a coalition that can work for Nigeria. Someone will ask of Buhari, look at the Buhari's appointment. Minister of Works, from where? From the South. Governor Central Bank, from where? From the South, and Igbo man. So he distributed these things. Look at what is happening today in Tinubu's regime. We feel, and we strongly feel that he doesn't love the North, even though the North gave him 63.4% of his vote. 63.4% of Buhari's vote came from the North. How is it treated? It was very bad. But that's not the case. The case is about Nigeria. And the arewa are coming together in collaboration with our brothers in the Southeast, in the South, and the Southwest are coming together to see how we can unseat him in 2027. And we are serious about this.
Nigerians are saying, by now, it will say a clearer picture of the coalition can form in 2027. But really, all the parties are down in clashes now. On Sunday, you see that it's vibrant and alive. How do you intend to go about it?
Yes, in 2015, PDP was very vibrant. What did the vibrancy took them? They lost. So when you think that you have decimated all other political parties and killed them, you think you are constant victory. Nigerians are no longer the docile people that they used to be. So, as it happened in 2015, history will repeat itself. When they thought that everybody was docile, and they had the central bank, they opened the central bank vault, and they are wheeling out millions and billions of dollars. You can hear, they gave one person 2.1 billion US dollars. In what name? In the name of buying arms. What did they do with the money? For campaign, 2.1 billion. In today's naira, that is over 40 billion. Right? Trillions. Okay. So they gave out this money in 2015 to help somebody to win election because they had the money. So if Tinubu and his APC think that because they have the central bank, they have our common money, our common heritage, our common resource in their pocket, and they want to use our own money to fight us, they will meet us. Forget about their dismissing political parties, their dismissing opposition. We are here waiting for them. When the time comes, they will know who is Northerner. They will know who are Nigerian citizens. And we are not afraid of their arrest. How many will they arrest? If people fought military, the military regime was forced to stand still. Nadeko was there, and other pro-democracy activists they there, and they fought military, and they bring democracy. Is it democratic government that we are afraid of when they are not afraid of military? They don't even know what is waiting for them.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kano State, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, and all other excellencies here present, Your Royal Highnesses, the Emirs of Kano, Gaya, Rano, and Karai, members of the National Assembly, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the Kano State government for organizing this occasion and also thank them for inviting me. Let me also thank the committee that has done an excellent work which we all support. At this point, I would like to speak to the members, our members of the National Assembly and State Assembly here in Kano, and all those that we can call our own. We have seen what has happened in the past, and I think it's important for you and all of us to consider the mistakes of others while we have an opportunity to do our jobs now. I remember especially 1999 to 2003, and of course right through to this National Assembly. We have seen a situation where our members were given the opportunity to really represent their constituents. But unfortunately, on many occasions, they were compromised. We have seen a situation whereby the rich in the country worked so hard to raise a lot of money to bribe members of the National Assembly, especially those who are representing us. And as a result of that, we now have a tilted arrangement in terms of resources sharing in the country. Many people will think that they have won. I don't believe so. Because I believe the issues that we have today in this country, especially in this part of the country, has to do with mismanagement of resources by leaders at the national level and state levels, and even at local government levels. And of course, it has to do with the little that had to be given to those concerned. Now we have opportunity again, and we are very much aware that the rich once more is working so hard to take from the poor. And I'm sure all of us at leadership level in this country are members of Concosia, members of NNPP, even though what is going to happen is a bipartisan arrangement. People representing us, whether in our party or any other party for that matter, must stand firm and do the right thing. And I want to appeal to the presiding officers, which fortunately I was one of them, to do the right thing when they are considering this amendment. We want to know by name of those who supported A or B in this amendment, because it is very important, and that is what the law and the Constitution says. So we are keeping our eyes on all those concerned. Let me also advise those who are struggling by all means to take everything, to remember that some of the issues that we have in this part of the country today has to do with lack of enough resources and, of course, mismanaging the little that comes in. And that's why we have insecurity, we have poverty, and so on and so forth. And of course, it is happening here mainly, but it affects everywhere, because like desert, it will go to everywhere. Let me, at this point, advise the federal government, especially, on the distribution of federal resources. From the information available to us, it's like most of the national budget is now tilting to one direction in this country. Yesterday, I was to come by air. Unfortunately, my air line decided to shift our takeoff from 3 to 8 p.m. I had to come by road. From Abuja to Kaduna to Kano was a hell, terrible, very bad road. And this is the road that was started many years ago, right from the beginning of the leadership of the APC. Now we are told that there is a road now from the south to east. Let me say at this point that we support infrastructure anywhere in this country. In fact, I was telling myself that I wished that road was done before 2023 election, because I was the only aspirant or candidate who traveled to all nooks and corners across this country. I would have used that road. So we support roads everywhere, and any other thing that is good for the people, especially for the masses. But a situation where government is taking our resources and dumping it in what part of the country, and other parts of the country are left just like that, I don't believe that is the right thing to do by the government itself. And this is the time for the government to change, to convince our people that the government is not just on one side of the country. Once again, Your Excellency the Governor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hope all those who have got one thing or the other to add to this committee work should do it between now and Saturday, when the committee will come to Kano for the hearing. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
My people, have you heard that the North rejected to work with Tinubu, the president of Nigeria? There was a lot of complaint. Don't worry, I will show you evidence. This one is not just hearsay, not talk. You will hear everything yourself. Prominent Northerners, you see where they were meeting. Then you hear some of the things they said concerning the matter. How Tinubu abandoned them, disappointed them. They gave a lot of instances that are quite cogent. They even mentioned insecurities, surprisingly. So watch this video and see what I'm talking about. This one not be cho. Tinubu has been abandoned. So the North are not going to work with Tinubu. They said, let him bring all the money. Let him even bring Sultan of Sokoto as his running mate, that they are not going to support him. So which means if he brings his money, they are going to definitely eat that money and will not support him. So watch and see things for yourself.
This is a direct message to people from Southwest. They have been calling us Northerns all sort of filing names, that we are parasites, that we are useless, that they are going to teach us a lesson 2027. Maybe they have baby mentality. They don't know the North. They don't know our history. One state in northern Nigeria is equivalent to the whole of Southwest. My lecturer once told me something. He said, never ever in your life trust a Yoruba land. He said, if a Yoruba man shake your hand, he mean maybe or no. While in your heart, he mean yes. While in his heart, he mean no. He said, if a Yoruba man nod his head, he mean no. They are hypocrites in nature. He said, never ever trust a Yoruba man. I already know the nature of Yoruba. They are hypocrites. They behave like chameleons. Let me assure you people from Southwest that we are going to teach you a lesson. We are going to teach this Yoruba. This direct message to Yoruba land. No any Yoruba man will ever take to power again. What they say and what they mean are two different things. Never ever trust them. They are hypocrite people in nature. Tinubu is OTP.
Senator Tinubu, if you are giving money to northern governors, I want to advise you to please keep your money as not giving it to them, because they are not succeeding in convincing northerners that you are competent and you have any plan for the North. Of course, you don't have any plan for the North. You went to Kano, you told Kano people that you went there to dance. The whole of Kano, the most densely populated state in the whole of Africa, you are telling them you just go there to dance. You don't have any plan for them. So we are not comfortable with you. You went to go to, you only dance. You couldn't speak up your mind. You couldn't express yourself. You couldn't point out your plan for them. You couldn't even bring any policy, plan, blueprint. You don't have anything for us. We're not going to vote for you. So these governors are not succeeding in convincing northerners to vote for you. Even though you have picked up a Muslim as your running mate, even if you have to pick our most respected Muslim personality, somebody of, permit me to say, His Royal Highness our Father, Sultan Abubakar of Sokoto, even if you are to pick him, I know he's not going to accept being your running mate, it's too big for that. Even if you pick somebody of that caliber, we're still not going to vote for you. Because we don't believe in APC. APC have destroyed Northern economy, APC have destroyed Northern security, APC have put this country in a big mess. We are not just compatible with APC and anything that has to do with APC.
Attacking Nigeria is not only attacking the North, it's attacking the entire Nigeria. Maybe that is another way of saying that maybe Tinubu dreamt in the spirit of Gideon Oka, who wanted to excise the entire North out of Nigeria. Let him decimate the entire North. And let's see what he's going to get out. If he is not careful, he will lose more than a course. If he loses more than a course, he will lose Nigeria.
Political parties are being targeted for destruction. And the style and quality of governance in this country today is a national emergency. It should concern everyone. And I think this is a problem for all of us to think about and play a role in changing it. Because as His Excellency said, you stand the risk of losing democracy itself. In the last election, only 26% of registered voters bothered to come out to vote. I'm in the possession of a recent opinion poll that showed that 75% of registered voters in Nigeria do not intend to vote in the next election. That is very dangerous for us. And I think every voice must rise and come out and fight for this democracy. For those of us that are in our 60s, we lived half of our lives under military rule. We know what it is, and we don't want military rule. But we also don't want civilians behaving like the military in their barbaric.
The Northerners are complaining that President Tinubu is giving appointments to only one region, which is the South. That he is marginalizing the North. Even Senator Undume says the same thing. But you have forgotten that during former President Buhari administration, that it was even worse. And yet, none of them came out to speak. For truth to prevail, let's compare between President Tinubu and former President Buhari. Yeah, you can see that President Tinubu gave appointments to 10 Southerners and 19 Northerners. 19 in key positions. If you look at that of President Buhari, he gave appointments to only 2 Southerners and 29 Northerners in key positions. 64% of all appointments are from the North. And yet, someone like Senator Undume that don't read will come out and say that the Northerners are being marginalized. Now, if you look at the comparison between President Tinubu and that of Buhari, you will not tell me which region is supposed to be shouting of marginalization. In Nigeria's 65 years of independence, the North have dominated all major key positions. Yet one Northern has come and proved me wrong if what I'm saying is not the truth. What I still don't understand is that are the Northerners special citizens in Nigeria that they believe that anything that has to do with Nigeria must revolve around them? I don't get it.